The Catholic Church, yes, the one with the Pope, the Vatican, and nearly 2,000 years of tradition, may not have started the way you think, because depending on who you ask, it either began with Jesus himself or a Roman emperor. Let's go back, way back. But before starting, be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to share our video with your beloved ones. The Catholic Church is one of the oldest institutions on earth. To its followers, it's not just a religion, it's the original church, directly founded by Jesus Christ. But not everyone agrees. Some scholars say Catholicism was shaped centuries later by politics, power, and empire. So, which is it? Let's unravel the story, starting at the very beginning. Early life of Jesus, grounding in history. Jesus of Nazareth, born in Bethlehem somewhere between 6 and 4 BCE, wasn't born into power or privilege. He was Jewish, raised under Roman rule, in a world of tension between religious tradition and imperial control. We don't know much about his childhood, only a few whispers in apocryphal texts. But what we do know is this. Around age 30, Jesus began his public mission. No royal crown, no religious title, just a carpenter's son with divine purpose. And in only 3 years he changed history forever. Teaching and foundation. Jesus didn't preach in temples or lecture scholars. He walked dusty roads, dined with sinners, and taught fishermen. He chose 12 apostles, not theologians but regular men, to carry on his message. He taught within Judaism but redefined its meaning. Love over law, grace over guilt. And then came Jerusalem. His final days, arrested, crucified. And that's where the story takes a turn. Resurrection and early Christianity. The resurrection. That's the moment early Christians say everything changed. Before that, Jesus was seen as a Jewish prophet. After it, he became the Christ, the Son of God. But here's the twist. Early Christianity wasn't a new religion. It was a movement within Judaism, led by Jews who still went to the temple, kept the law, and believed Jesus was the long-awaited Messiah. They called it the Way. Paul and the expansion. Then came Paul. He wasn't one of the original 12. In fact, he persecuted Christians until a divine encounter flipped his life upside down. Paul became the movement's most important voice. He took the message beyond the Jewish communities, to the Gentiles, the outsiders. To reach them, Paul stripped away the strict Jewish customs, focusing on one core truth: faith in Jesus brings salvation. And Christianity began to spread, city by city, heart by heart. The rise of the Church. By the end of the 1st century, the movement was growing. Churches formed. Letters were written, many by Paul himself. Leadership began to organize. Bishops, deacons, teachers. Rome started taking notice, and so did its emperors. Some welcomed it, most feared it. Constantine and Catholic power. Then came Constantine. In 312 CE, the Roman emperor had a vision. By 313, he legalized Christianity. By 325, he called the First Council of Nicaea, where Christian leaders gathered to settle beliefs and unify doctrine. Was this the birth of the Catholic Church? Some say yes. Others say the Church had existed long before, built on Peter, the apostle Jesus called the Rock. Either way, the line between church and empire was fading. Catholic identity. The term Catholic means universal. And by the 2nd century, that's how many Christians began to see their faith. a universal truth for all people. The Catholic Church claims an unbroken line from Peter to the Pope today. Others argue that real Catholicism was born when the Church became powerful, official, imperial. So which is true? Maybe the Catholic Church started in an upper room in Jerusalem. Maybe it rose with Constantine and councils, or maybe it's both, a divine message shaped by human history. What is clear is this: from humble beginnings through persecution, philosophy, and politics, the Catholic Church became one of the most enduring forces in human history. If you found this story fascinating, there's more where that came from. Hit like, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more deep dives into history, faith, and forgotten truths.